Okay, this chapter is about graphical user interface, and we already did the first part, which is about the GUI installation. So we already installed the window builder. Okay, so yeah, some of you uh, made a mistake on the review quiz. I don't know why you made a mistake. So if you made a mistake, I guess you didn't install the window builder in your computer. So if you have not installed the package in the Eclipse, please take a look on this material, and yeah, hopefully you are able to finish the installation soon, because now I will just enter the section about the GUI. Okay. So what is GUI? So we call it, this is GUI, or graphical user interface. So user interfaces are related to event. What is event? So events is something about what you're doing in your program, or something you are doing in your like in your code and etc. For example, yeah, if I click a button, so there's an event to click. And if you input a text, so you use a scanner, so it means an event to type, or you choose a selection. So if you choose something, then it is also an event. Graphical user interface is a way to control those events. And when an event occurs, there should be an action. So for example, yeah, if I click, then yeah, there is no pop up for this one. But if yeah, if I click inside, then there will be a rectangle inside this one, so I can modify the text. So the same with this GUI in Java. Let's say if you click a button, then you want to finish the program. We call this is event-driven programming. Okay. So the event-driven programming is based on the event. So an event can be an object. So an event is an object that represents an action. So if you already learn in object-oriented, every time we want to create an object, it will be a new. Okay? So it is a new student, for example, or it is a new book, or it is a new customer. Then you will get a new object. In the event is also the same. Whenever you have click something, then it is an event. So you will make a new action. So let's say we have a component. So a component might be a button. So you create an event. For example, you click or you move the mouse, or you press and then change, like this one. Or you want to bottom up or button down. So the listener, it might be something related to the message that you want to send to the screen. So when you have something in the event, then it will show a message in your display. So those three concepts are always available in the graphical user interface. So let's try to make this one step by step. So I hope that you can follow me, because it is one of the part of your team project. In your team project, you need to build a graphical user interface. At least you need to have two graphical user interface. So let's see how we can create the user interface here. I would like to make one very simple user interface for greeting. So we want to show, for example, hi, hello. Okay. If you still remember, our first session on the programming is hello world. So we want to know how if we want to create in the graphical user interface. So we will make a file creating the Java. And then in this file, we will enter a text. After we enter the text, we will call and write the text after you click a button. So if I enter a text here, so for example, the name, and then I click the button greeting, then it will show hello. Hello is the original word. And then if you put here is soul, then after you click this one, you will see hello soul. Okay, so there's a tool to make the user interface. Now, let's do one by one. Okay. Let's go to your Eclipse. I think I will use I will use the first project. Okay. I will use this first project for our graphical user interface. You can go to the SRC. And then you can do the mouse right click. Okay, after you do the right click, you can see this panel. So you can go to new. Okay, and then you can go to other. Yeah, I will try to be slowly so you can follow me. So one more time, I will use this SRC and then you can do the right click and then you can go to new and then go to other. Once you click other, you will see many folder here. It is related to the packages in the Java that you have. So for example, it is a general or kit. Okay. So I'm not sure if I have time to explain about kit, but let's see. So general is about the Java file and etc. And there are many other like Gradle, Java. Yeah. So Java, it includes many things like annotation, class, enum, interface, and etc. So you already have the idea about class. Okay. So if you want to know more other things, I think you can learn by yourself. So we now are going to learn about window builder. Okay. Because we already installed the window builder, so we are going to learn about the window builder. And then in the window builder, okay, so I already put this slide as well. You can select JFrame under the swing designer. So the swing designer, so you can click and then you can see some options. So we have the application window, we have JApplet, we have J dialog, we have J frame, we have J internal frame, and we have J panel. So I will use this one, J frame. Yeah, actually you can use also the application window, but for now let's try to use the J frame first. So I will click J frame, and then now you will have the panel to mention what is the package name. Let's say I will make a new package name section 09. And then for the name, it will be the class name. So let me make greeting. Okay. Okay, so I will finish this. And oh, wait a moment. There are errors. So I would like to know, is it also error in your computer? Yes. Okay. And I guess I need to do something for this one. Mm, maybe. Okay, please follow me. Okay. So in the first project, you can do the mouse right click and then find the build path. I'm not sure what is the problem, but okay, let's see. Let's go to the build path and choose the configure build path. Okay, everyone, can you follow me? Okay, after you do the create build path, you can select the library. Okay, you can select the library and you can double click or you can choose edit. Okay. So if you select this one, though this one will be like yeah, this is the execution environment. So I guess it is the problem of the Java standard edition. In most cases, I guess it has an issue with the new one. So you can select this one, J2SE. I'm not sure whether it works or not, but let's try. So please choose the J2SE. I hope that this J2SE is available in your selection in the library. And after you finish, you can click apply and close. Okay, it works. Okay, can you follow me? So you need to run the build path. Okay, so one more time. You need to go to build path and then you need to select configure build path. After you select this one, you go to the library and in the library, you just edit and you need to edit the execution environment. The original environment is Java SE. So now let's choose the Java J2SE. The J2SE 1.5, I think it will be enough for this JFrame. And after you select the J2SE and apply close. Oh, if you do not have any errors, you don't need to do this thing, okay? So if you have errors, then you can do this one. I guess if you don't have the errors, it seems your computer has another kind of Java file, or we call it the Java virtual machine. So if your computer has the Java virtual machine, then there will be no error like this one. So this is a new computer, so there is no Java virtual machine. I'm afraid that that's the issue. Okay, thank you for the question. Okay. Now, if you don't have any errors, then we can continue to the next. So can I check you? Is there any error in your computer? Hong Yujung? Hong Yujung? Are you here? No? Hong Tail?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any error in your computer?
Uh, maybe not.
Maybe not. Why? Maybe. So you can see clearly if there's an error. So you will see like this one in section 8. So you will see like X, X, X. So it means those three files has errors. If you don't have errors, then it means yeah, it is clean like this one. No errors. Oh, there's no error. Okay, thank you. So I would like to check one more student, Wang In Su.
Yes.
Okay. Also, when I call you, I think yeah, it is good if you can turn on your camera. Okay.
Yes.
So is there any error in your computer, Wang In Su?
No.
No, no errors. Okay, but I cannot see your camera. So I call you and I want to do also the attendance check. Okay, thank you.
Q.
So we can continue. So this is the original Java from the JFrame. So we have the class greeting and we have extend JFrame. At this moment, I think I cannot explain the details about what is extend, but later, let's see if we have some time, I will try to get back to this one. So we have the main method. The main method is to execute this program. What is this command? So we want to run. So if we run this one, so if you run this, okay, I will run reading.java. So if I run this one, then you will see one panel. Okay, so this is what we call as panel. So this panel, you can fill in with anything. So we call this is the frame. Yeah, I just use the frame. So here we have one constructor. Do you know why this is constructor? Why I call this is constructor? Hogan? Where is Hogan? Hogan, are you here? No?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So why I call this is a constructor?
Sorry.
Sorry?
Question again.
Oh, I can say this is a constructor. Is it true or false? True or false?
Hello.
Yeah? Sorry?
True.
True. Okay. Why?
Uh, no.
Yeah. Why? You don't know?
I
Just
don't
guess.
know.
Yeah. Oh, I cannot see your camera. Okay. Can you turn on your camera, okay? Hmm. Okay. You don't know?
I don't know.
Sorry,
I don't know here.
you don't
I
know?
don't know.
Okay, then let me go to the next student. Check you don't.
Yes.
Okay, so I can say this is constructor. True or false?
True.
So this is greeting. Is it true? So I cannot see your camera. True or false?
True.
True. Okay, why?
Public class greeting. So
Public? Sorry? Hmm. Hmm.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, yeah, no problem. So check you don't. Okay, you're here. So let me call Chong Do Yun. Are you here? Chong Do Yun? No? Okay. Try one tap.
Yes.
Okay. So I can say this is constructor. True or false? Yeah. Okay. Try one tap. I
True.
cannot see the camera.
True.
Okay. So what is it? True or false?
True.
Yeah. False? True?
True.
True. Okay. Why?
Because
You don't know?
yes, sorry.
Okay. Try one tap. Yes. Okay. Then can I call Che Soyo?
Yes,
Okay. So I can say this greeting is constructor. True or false?
true,
True. Okay. Why?
because there is no class in front of greeting.
Okay. There is no class. Okay. There is no class like this one. Okay. That's that one of the answer. But the other answer is this name is the same with the class name. Okay. So we call constructor. A constructor is uh, a constructor is a method that construct an object. Okay, so we already learned in the object oriented, and the name is the same with the class name. Okay, so because the class name is greeting and the constructor here is greeting, yeah, so I can say this is constructor. Okay, so the answer is true. Why? Because the name is the same with the Java class name. Okay, so we have these things. Okay, so the first is default close operation. It means if we want to close the GUI, just exit. and then set bound. So it means this is the size. Okay. If we have this 100, 100, 450, and 300, so it means this is the point in the top left. It is 0.0. So if you have 100.100, so it means we want to check the x 100 to the left and then 100 to the bottom. So 100 point, and then we have 100 point, and then for example here, and then we have 450 as the x, and then we have 300 as the y. So something like this one. Okay. So that's why if you run, so the position is here because this is, I guess this is 100, 100. Okay, and yeah, we want to create a panel. So that is the panel. Okay. So we just set the bound, and after we have the bound, we create the panel, and we have the border, and then we have the border layout. So we will explain. We will learn about this one later, and then we want to put the content pane in the frame. So that's why you can see in your frame. Okay, so that's the first about the GUI. And now we need to understand about the design. If you see this one, okay, we can see there is a design. So in the design, you are able to make the user interface with drag and drop. Okay, but before we do this one, you need to understand the palette. So there are many palettes, and you need to be very careful choosing the palette. Okay. So here, I will just let you know the very basic one. Okay. Okay, so this is the explanation. So the creating the Java, it creates the JPanel object in content pane, and then the main method contains some statements to execute the frame, and then we use the try catch. I will not explain the detail, but this try catch is to avoid some errors and automatically stop when the frame is open. So if there is any error, yeah, they try to avoid that kind of errors. And then the close operation is to just make sure that you can close the program. And the remaining code will be explained later. So today we are going to make this one. Okay, if I think if the material finished, then I will go to the next PowerPoint to discuss more complex graphical user interface. So we are using this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you need to follow this sequence. Okay, especially the number 1. So the number 1 is about the layout. So if you don't have the layout, then you will not be able to create your user interface. I don't have much time to explain all those layouts, but I recommend you to use absolute layout. Okay. So now let's choose the absolute layout. So let's go to the Eclipse, and then you can see there's an absolute layout here. Okay, so there's an absolute layout here. So choose this one. Okay, choose this one. And after you choose, so after you click your mouse, then you can move your mouse into the screen panel in the right one. So if you have this one, then put your mouse and you click one more time. After you click one more time, then now it seems nothing happened, but inside of this already has the absolute layout. Okay. So this already an absolute layout, and you can follow the next. We want to change. We want to add the J label. Okay, so you can add J label. So once you click the J label, you can include here. So you can click one more time. So the J label now is available in your panel. So let's do one by one. Okay. So the first is the J label, and I would like to change the property and the text. Sorry, the variable and the text. So the variable should be precise. Okay. Now I'm using the LBL name. Okay, so let's see. The variable is LBL name and the text is name. So you can go here. When you click this one, new label. Okay, so you have this new label. The variable name is here. Okay, so the variable is LBL new label. Okay, so I would like to suggest, yeah, you can make any name for this one, but let's make the same. Okay, because I already create the Java code. If you change this variable name, it will be error. So let's use the variable name that I already assigned here. So for the first J label, it will be the LBL name. So usually it is good practice if you have the first three characters represent what is the control. So if it is label, then you mention LBL. If it is a text field, then it is txt, something like that one. And then this is the variable name, for example, LBL name. And then the text will be name. So if you can check this one, you can go down. Okay, so you will find text. Okay, so there's a text over here. So you can change the original value is new label. Now you can change it to name. Okay, you can press enter, and after you press enter, now name has been so it's already changed to name in the panel. Okay, so that's the first label. What about the next? We have hello. Okay, we have hello. So let's create another label. You can click on the label and then you can click on the panel again. And then again, let's change the variable name. Become LBL hello, and the text, let's make it hello. You can press also the dot 3. Okay, so it will be convenient for this one. Okay, and then you will make button, J button. So there's a button here. Okay, so you can see the J button. Okay, so let's select the J button, and then after you click, you can put here. Okay, so the button now is available in the panel. If you take a look on this one, the button variable name will be btn greeting. So btn stand for button. As I mentioned to you, it is good if you make the variable name, the three first character is representing the control. So whether it is label or button or the text field. And then you can change the variable name is button. Button greeting. Okay. Button greeting, and then the text will be greeting. Okay, so now the button now has been changed to greeting. And then we have the text name as a text field in this number 5. The text field, J text field. This is the things, and change. You can click this J text field and then put here, and then let's make this as txt. What is it? The txt name. So txt name, and then for the initial value there will be empty. Okay, so now let's make this very simple. So we have two labels, and then we have one button and one text field. Okay, is there any problem? So I give the guideline here one by one. So first you click the label and then change the variable name and change the text, and then go to the next, change the label variable name and then change the text, and then you go to the next to click the button. So the button, change the button variable name and the text, and then go to the text field, just replace the variable name and leave the text as blank. So you can see this layout. Okay. Okay, can you see this layout? So after you see this layout, then now it's the time to create the event. What is the event? We want to do something when the user click greeting. Okay, so when we click the greeting, there should be an action. So I give you the statement here, double click the button greeting. So here, okay, so double click here. When you do the double click, you will go to the code. Okay, so after you see this code, it means this is the action. So if you click the button greeting, what will the Java do? Okay, so you need to create something here. So you can see from the code here. Okay. So this, when you double click, it will create automatically the method. And now let's put this one. Let's put this one here. Oops. There's an error. Oh, okay. I guess this error is about okay, I guess I know. So I'm not sure if you have the same error with me or not, but if you have the same error with me, and if your code is this one, JLabel LPL hello, so the error message is this one. Actually, they cannot recognize this label. So you need to put this label in the global variable. Okay. So after you have the global variable, I think we can just close this one, and then it will show no errors. So I'm not sure if you can do this one. So in my computer, you have the JLabel hello here. So you need to move this one into the global variable. So it means the global variables you need to put in the upper section after the class name. So now I have this one. This is the object labeled hello. So the word will be hello, and you can close this one so there will be no error here. So if you already did this one, you can run. Okay, so if you already did this one with no errors, you can run. Now, for example, I can say half. So I type half, and then if I press greeting, you have hello half. Oh, I guess it is because the design is too small. So you can go to the design again, click here, and then you can enlarge. Okay, so you can enlarge this size, okay, and then if you run again, for example, hello half, then you will see hello half. Okay. If you want to close, just press the X. So this is the exit button, so the program will suddenly close. Okay. Until this one first, questions, comments?